In this Map Suite MVC Edition sample app walkthrough, we're going to show you how you can label and rotate a marker using the Map Suite MVC Edition. So as you look at our sample here, you notice we've got a truck icon here in the center, and we've got a few controls over here on the left. One that shows some text on the marker, which is just adding a label such as vehicle, and I can turn off and turn on this checkbox accordingly. You can see the label appearing and disappearing. And then the other button allows us to rotate the marker, so you can see the truck turning, which is kind of useful if you've got a vehicle tracking system or you're tracking some other object and you want to give the user a sense of the direction it's heading. So that can be very useful for a lot of different applications. So let's take a look at the code so you can see how this sample is working. Let's start with the view source. And we've got a few different places we're going to take a look at, but let's start down here where we're setting up the map. And this is our typical code where we're creating the map and adding our WMS World Map Kit overlay as our base map and zooming it into the area, which in this case is United States. And then down here we're just using an in-memory marker overlay, and we're adding one new feature, and this feature is actually in Kansas where the truck is at. And then down here is where we're applying the style on the marker. So we're saying it should display for all zoom levels, and then we're giving it a new web image that we want to use because we didn't want to use the boring default one that comes with it. So in this case we're just using a vehicle PNG and giving it size, so that's why the truck is showing up instead of the normal teardrop marker that you may be used to seeing. Alright, and then here are our controls on the page where we have our checkbox that tells us whether to show the label or not, and then down here where we rotate it. So each of these is calling a JavaScript function, show text check change, so each time this is checked, this JavaScript function up here is going to be called, and then every time we click the rotate button, this one here is going to be called. As you can see, with both of these JavaScript functions, we're doing an AJAX callback, and we're passing in whether it was checked or unchecked in the case of the label, and in the case of the rotation we're not passing in any arguments, and then on both of them we're just calling this callback function, which just redraws the marker overlay after we've updated it on the server. So let's go look at the server-side code so we can see how the label is getting applied and how we're actually rotating the marker. So to do that, we're going to look at the controller source here, and let's first take a look at the show text checkbox. So this is where we're adding our label, and you can see we're checking to make sure we do have a map, and that we're getting to see if the label should be turned on or off, and then we're getting a reference to our marker overlay, and of course if it is checked, then we want to go ahead and create some text. So that's where we're setting the text of actual vehicle. We're doing this all on the default marker style, and within that case, marker style, we're setting the text, the font color, the actual font style, which is the font. In this case it's Arial Black, and then the size. So we're applying that to the marker overlay. So if we had other markers, they would also show that text. And then of course if they turn the label off, we're just setting the string to empty so nothing is displayed. So that's the code that's turning off and on the label for the marker. Now down here is where we're actually doing the rotation. So the code is somewhat similar, where we're still getting a reference to the in-memory marker overlay from the map that was passed in. And then there's a property on the marker overlay that says rotation angle. So in this case we're just adding 30 degrees to the rotation angle. So the value of this can be set anywhere between 0 and 360, and that will control which direction the marker image is displayed. So with that, now you can see how you can real easily rotate a marker to signify the direction that maybe it's heading, or you can use as wind direction or a number of things, and then also be able to turn on and off a label on that marker. I hope this sample has been helpful for you, and please feel free to contact us if you have any questions, or you can post them directly on our discussion forums at thinkgeo.com/forums. And thank you for watching.